There's a lot of people who need a new heart, and they will do whatever it takes to get that new heart. We can liken modern Christians to sick people who don't really care if they get a new heart. King David said, "Create in me a clean heart, O God." Unless we treat the kingdom of God as being a reality, our faith is really close to nothing, because Jesus Christ actually said, "Seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness first." Not worry about these earthly things, because God will take care of them. Very many Christians on earth today, but very little real faith left now on earth. And because of lack of faith, most Christians don't realize they need a new heart. Because a lack of faith, they don't really know they can be truly devoted to God. They can have that alive and mutual relationship with their Heavenly Father. They cannot really comprehend they can be a saint like the biblical disciples of Jesus were. Most people, including Christians, don't have the most basic thing in order to receive from God. They don't really have faith. Faith is more than just saying you believe, but really deep down you think it's fable. Faith can be multiplied through earnest prayer and fasting, and by diligently seeking a relationship with God, which means seeking to be pleasing to Him, seeking His approval, keeping yourself pure and holy before Him. This is how we can receive from Him, which in turn will also increase our faith, because it becomes more than just talk. It becomes an alive, mutual relationship with God. Most Christians are complacent and are not willing to do the hard work that is required to make things happen. Most Christians think knowing God is knowing the right doctrine or explaining the Bible. They don't know God. They know about Him from the Bible, but that's it. Knowing God is receiving from Him. Don't look at other people, what they do, what they think, what they say. Go straight to your Father. You can receive from Him. When you seek the kingdom of God first, the Lord will supply in your needs. You don't have to be a wise person. You don't have to be someone who understands the Bible. You don't have to know the right doctrine. The Lord will teach and guide you. And if you lack wisdom, He will supply. The Lord will supply everything you need. Some Christians understand this deep down, but they are not ready to give up their earthly pursuits and lusts. They deceive themselves thinking if they just replace a real relationship with God with religious practices might be enough to be saved. Do not be deceived. He who loves his life will lose it, and he who hates his life in this world will keep it for eternal life. These are the words of Jesus Christ. Nobody should even try to add anything to them. Because when you're seeking the kingdom of God first and His righteousness, you will be light in this world, like Jesus was. And you will be rejected and hated, like Jesus was. Temporary life in this world or eternal life in the kingdom of God. We cannot have both. May Jesus bless you.